this is what I want to look at.
What?
What is this?
Nine steps.
Yeah.
It's my second favorite. That's annoying. My second favorite brand.
Is it now? Well, the thing about this one is this is more of a what not to do with it.
Oh, this is the one that you were telling me about.
Yeah,
What not to do with your airbrush. And
that's right.
And I find it funny because you took offense. You don't very often take offense. But
Well,
I remember this poor person, I won't say, this poor person has absolutely disgraced the 9 steps airbrush.
Well, it's pretty obvious what not to do, and
It's
yeah,
not.
I thought
it's not for everybody.
Well, I guess it isn't. So that's something that I assumed,
Not
right?
everybody has
You
been playing with airbrushes since they were 11.
That's right. You can't assume everything, right?
I was.
Oh, this guy, you're born with an airbrush in your mouth. All right, let's have a close up here. All right, let's get close. Let me just get this prepped, all right?
In his mouth. That's an odd place.
What? Well, it could have been somewhere else, but I
Do
wasn't
you
going
know
to
how
say that
Masami drives
already.
with his feet?
What,
Do you reckon that TFG could paint with his feet?
Have you been practicing?
I will not say yes or no.
All
You'd have
right,
to
maybe he can start with
He'd
that.
have to take the heels
There
off.
we go. There we go. So here is an airbrush.
Looks
And-
much like the ones that you leave lying around.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
It
Okay,
does.
so
Ask Kobe.
I am very much, look, I do keep my stuff clean, but not super clean. Okay, but this is...
There's a certain Italian fella that really...
Oh, yeah, he takes the cake. So when I take it out of the...
Wasn't
Let
there
me
a fella
see.
whose name starting with W that used to just leave him crusty oil as well? Was that a thing? Just crusty airbrushes everywhere you look. Just open
It wasn't just crusty airbrush,
Just
it
get
was
a new
everything.
one.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, why not?
And,
No, this one's not pristine anymore. We're just opening another
and
one.
testing precision hobby nippers on
Yeah.
music wire. Is that right?
Yeah. That's the ultimate test.
Right.
Guaranteed to break them every time.
This is
I was going to ask all our viewers to see if they knew what was wrong with it. There's one obvious problem with it.
What's
And they're probably... Oh, they're guessing the car. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, so the first thing that is a problem is it's missing its air valve.
that one there?
Yeah,
Should be full of something.
it should have an air valve screwed into
Where
it.
where did that go?
Don't
Was it
know.
Lost.
It's probably still attached to the hose.
Right. Yep.
So it's a bit difficult to test this when there's no air valve. So the air valve controls the air that comes out of the front of the
And
airbrush
it's just a
blows.
Schrader valve, but it's in a nice little housing, and it's not something that you really want to take apart or service.
No, that's right. That's right. And the next thing
Yep.
is...
Can I do this?
Well, you can do that.
Doesn't have a very nice action, if I'm
It
honest.
doesn't have very good action, and the reason for that is because the needle can't come out anymore. Because let's do a massive zoom, right?
The needle can't
Let's
come
see if
out
I can do
anymore
a
because
massive
it's
zoom.
it's sticking out the
Oh, I
end
think I've
of
gone
the
too far. Hang on.
real fuzzy wuzzy.
Let's see. Can we get in there?
I don't have the
Oh,
big.
here we go.
Look at it. Look, I've never seen a nozzle protrude through
So
the.
you see the needle is actually gone past the needle cap. Well, it shouldn't protrude through the needle cap because the cap is meant to protect the needle.
It's been hammered into place.
That's right. So what's basically happened here is the needle's been pushed so far, it's
Can I take that?
enlarged the... Yeah, take the cap off.
I'm gonna have a look at. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
So if anything, and it's got a massive bend in it too. All right. See how it's S-shaped? Well, that's not going to spray very well. So when you're taking your needles out, be really careful with this bit because that's really delicate. And
That's a bit locked.
it shouldn't come out this far. If anything, it should only be coming out a third of that distance.
Yeah, you
So
wouldn't
what's
expect
happened
any
here?
more than like 2 mil. And I'd
No.
say that he's cracked the nozzle
By pushing it
completely.
in too far.
Pushing it in too far
That's
and
right.
completely busted it.
Yeah, and so that's locked in there now. The other thing too is...
Did you get the needle out?
I haven't tried. So the other thing
I wanna
too
try.
is you'll see all the paint which is on the outside, which normally is not such a problem. But you can see how it's all over the nozzle as well. And that's definitely not going to help its spraying characteristics.
Characteristics.
So this area is where you need to spend the most time.
I couldn't have picked the worst plier for the job.
What is that? So this is where you want to try.
I'm looking for a
and
plier
be
to get this.
really
I
clean
really
and look
want to
after
see
it
this
well.
needle. Nan, where's me bloody pliers?
So you just need pliers to take this off, right?
Yeah.
The nozzle cap.
I want to have a look. I'll try and
Look
do
at
it.
that. You've got some.
I would never use tools like this near her.
Yeah, but seeing that this one's been abused and probably glued together with paint.
Let's see.
Oh! Well, that's a crack I don't normally like to hear from an airbrush.
Well, it's about as useful as a crack pipe at the minute.
All right, so you got that cracked open. All right, so shall we go through the top again? Well, what have we got here? Oh, that's
So there's the
a nozzle. And does that nozzle look bent? Is that a bent nozzle?
I think everything's like cool.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to pull the needle through.
You're going to try and pull it out.
I'm going to try and pull it out.
All right, let me hold it down. All right, all right. Oh, you hear it scream? All right, so there we go. Now we've got a super bent nozzle here. And that's probably because it's been forced open by having the needle pushed through really tight. So whenever we push the needle through this end, once it just homes in.
You just want to seat it.
Well, that's right. You just tap it a little bit.
What? Tap it?
Yeah, you tap it like this.
I hope
That's
you've
all
got
you
a new
need.
one here that we can compare.
Oh, you want to see a new one?
Have you got one? Look at the needle. Look at it now.
Oh,
I'm rotating it.
let's
And look
let's
how bent it
see,
looks
let's
like
see
a
if I can
Z.
pull one out of this one.
Looks like a Z bend.
Is it? And just as a guide, we don't want it like that, do we?
It's pretty horrible. It's not going to see.
All right, so here's a comparison. We put it down low. Where are we?
We've zoomed.
Here we go.
Oh, look, we're having a needle fight.
All right, so this one, it's a little bit dirty. It's just been used, but that's how it should be straight and very not like that really bent one.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice and straight. Tiny bit of dirt on there that you'd clean up with a bit of autosol or toothpaste
Well, that's
or whatever.
right. You just pull this through.
But let's see the
rag.
other one. Let's zoom out a little bit and let's see how it goes through the nozzle.
What, this one?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
No, not
Oh,
that.
put it through this
don't
one?
Put it through this nozzle. That'll destroy it.
All right, so
This
this
one
is
here, honestly, it's good for the bin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Well, I'll probably have to take the cap off
And
this
this
one.
is a
so you can
beloved
see,
9
right?
steps one. I've never seen a 9 steps one violated so hard.
Let's get in tight again.
And they are both the same airbrush. Oh, there's the
All right, so you can actually see the nozzle just poking out now, right?
and there's your needle valve.
Oh, there's the air
That's
valve.
the air
that
valve
part that
that's
was
missing.
missing off the other one. Okay, so here we go.
How many times have you stabbed yourself with the needle?
Oh, just once or twice. All right, so we gently put it in here.
Yeah, give it a little twizzle.
And we twizzle.
That's right.
All right, so
Get it to the end, give it a little twizzle.
all right, so that's home now, and you can see that just poking out here.
That's it.
So you see that?
Yep, that's all you
All
want.
right, so it's homed, and just the
And
gentlest,
I generally don't.
gentlest tap like that.
I generally
and
don't
then
send it
tighten
home
it.
until I put the cap on,
Yeah, well, that's right. I only took the cap off just so it's easy to see.
because now's when you're going to bend it. If you drop it or hit that on the desk, you're going
That's
to
right.
bend that tiny, tiny little tip here.
Yes,
You're going to bend it.
that's right. And that's all that it should be protruding. Now, some people actually like to spray without the cap
Really?
because they're doing like really fine stuff. And there's a dude over there with his hand up, because without the cap, it's easy to see the direction if you're doing really fine work.
No.
But the danger is, if you
Danger.
drop it, you'll bend the sucker. And so I actually prefer spraying with the cap on.
You're a cap on or cap off kind of guy?
I'm a cap on.
Cap on.
Yeah.
Safety first.
All right, so there you go.
BJ.
And you'll notice that with the cap on, the needle does not protrude.
No, so you can.
No,
Bang
it should be actually
And it's
inside.
not sticking out the end. The other one is sticking out the end.
That's right. That's right.
That's
So
ridiculous.
there you go. So they're the things not to do with a precision instrument.
So needless to say, did we give warranty on this?
We did not. No, we did not.
Did it?
Yeah, and that's probably why it didn't work.
You should. It feels better now after I've. Look, I'd paint with that. We could have given it back to him. He could paint with that.
Now that would still spray, except it'll be spraying in a fan pattern
Yeah.
sideways.
A bit crooked.
That's right. And then it'll spit down again.
Yeah, and the block be horrible.
It'll be there's your
I
cap.
can't believe that it actually came apart without destroying itself.
So there you go.
But anyway, yeah, that's exactly how you do not treat your 9 steps airbrush.
That's right.